The Nakba means the catastrophe and is the way some Palestinians refer to the creation of Israel in 1948. Fair enough, the Palestinians messed up pretty bad on that one. Many Israelis oppose Nakba Day, held each year on May 15th. Well, I'm an Israeli and I support Nakba Day. It reminds us of a few facts that the Palestinians would prefer we forget. First off, the Nakba was totally Israel's fault, right? Well, the Palestinians could have founded a state in 1948, but they didn't. Israel accepted the UN plan for a two-state solution, but the Palestinians rejected it. Instead, they waged war on Israel and lost. So the catastrophe wasn't some kind of inevitable natural disaster or evil Israeli plan. It was totally avoidable, and it was caused by the Palestinians. You'd think Nakba Day would be a good time for some Palestinian soul-searching. After all, it could have been Palestine Founding Day if it wasn't for Palestinian aggression. But, shocker, Nakba Day never acknowledges the Palestinians' contribution to their own suffering. This is the typical Palestinian victim mindset, where they can never be held accountable for their own actions. If the Palestinians actually wanted peace, owning up to their own mistakes would be a solid start. What next? I mentioned the two-state solution, but turns out Nakba Day is about all of Israel. Not just the West Bank, not the territories captured in the 1967 war, and not the settlements. Nakba Day is about Tel Aviv, and about all of Israel, from the river to the sea. So the actual message of Nakba Day is pretty sinister. The founding of Israel was a catastrophe, so we should turn back time and erase Israel. Nakba Day calls for the destruction of Israel by definition. This is totally consistent with the Palestinians' sincere desire for peace and coexistence, right? It gets better. In 1948, it was Jordan who occupied the West Bank and Egypt who occupied Gaza for 20 years. Spoiler alert, neither Egypt nor Jordan founded a Palestinian state or even bothered trying. So founding Israel in 1948, a catastrophe. Jordan occupying the West Bank and missing the best chance ever to found a Palestinian state, no big deal. So just remember, Jordan and the Palestinians could have easily created a Palestinian state at any point until the 1967 war. But there's no Nakba Day against Jordan. You know, it's almost as though Nakba Day wasn't actually about a Palestinian state. One last thing, yeah, Nakba Day is a gimmick. It was officially instated by the Palestinians in 1998, 50 years after the catastrophe and at the height of the peace process. It was never about authentic grief. It's there to make you forget that the Palestinians passed up the chance for statehood in the first place. Nakba Day is just a way to spread fake history. It was invented as a political tool to fuel Palestinian hatred and to make peace impossible. So I like Nakba Day. At least once a year, the Palestinians show us what great peace partners they are by distorting their own history and by calling for the annihilation of Israel.